What's going on, book lovers? My name is Michaela, and this is 7 on Sunday. So before we jump into this, I want to quickly apologize because all the books I'm going to be holding up, some of them are not the first books in the series, strictly because my bookshelf up there, I'm staring at it right now, it is a mess. It's way too full. There are books stacked in front of other books. It's in no way organized. So honestly, I picked the first book I saw from that author, and if it wasn't the first book in the series, we're rolling with it. I'd also like to say that I had a really hard time with this topic. I picked authors that honestly I just admire and some of my favorite authors and authors that I would like to chat to about a few different things, you know? So that's who I picked. I don't know if I did it right, if I did it wrong, I'm sorry, but you know, I did what I did. So the first author that I picked is Ransom Riggs, who wrote the Peculiar Children series, which I think is still ongoing actually. He just keeps pumping out more and more books for this series, which honestly, I'm not complaining. I still have to read this one, but they were very good, let me tell you. And the reason that I want him in my group is because I think that as an aspiring writer, I think it's so cool what he did with the photographs that he found and ended up like building a story around that. I think that's really cool, and I would like to pick his brain to see like where his train of thought went and how he was able to take all those pictures and coherently make them into a story that made sense and had like a beginning to end plot. I think that's really cool, and so I think that it would be awesome to be able to sit down and chat with him about that. That'd be awesome. The second author that I picked for this is Meg Cabot. Meg Cabot is an author that I've been reading throughout my entire life. I haven't read a bunch of her books recently, but back when I was growing up, she was like the author. She was at every book fair. I was always hearing about her. She was always writing more books. She wrote a ton of books from my childhood, a ton of books. She wrote the Princess Diaries series. I mean, like, this woman, she has written everything from like tween books to very adult. I would also like to just talk to her and see what that's like to be able to write such a wide genre of books. That's pretty cool. And also for just nostalgia reasons, she's another one that's in my group. The next author that I picked for this topic is Marissa Meyer, who wrote the Lunar Chronicle series and a few other book series that I'm not quite sure about the titles on. I know one has to do with superheroes, and maybe there's another one out there, not sure. But anyway, I personally am really interested in writing sci-fi. There's a book that I'm sort of working on that has very strong sci-fi themes in it, and to have her there to give me some advice on how to build that world and make it make sense, because she did a really good job of it all really coherently made sense, which I think she did really well. When I went into these books, I was expecting it to be a very old-timey, like back with like kings and queens and castles and dragons and that. And she did a really good job of blending that with sci-fi, and that's really cool. I don't think that's something many authors could do. I would honestly like to have her advice on how to do that well. That's the reason she is picked to be in my group. The next author that I picked to be in my group is Stephanie Garber, who wrote the Caraval series, which honestly, I've only read the first book in this series, but it's so well written and so good, and I think I read this book last year about the time when it came out, and I still need to read Legendary, and I have Finale? I'm looking on my shelf right now. Do I have Finale? I don't have Finale yet. Need to get on that. But honestly, I should probably read Legendary first because, like I said, bookshelf very full. But honestly, the reason that she's on my list is because I follow her on Instagram, and she just seems like such a gem of a person. She seems so cool and so down to earth and so sweet. She honestly just seems like someone who would be fun to hang out with. So that's why I picked Stephanie Garber. The next author on my list is Naomi Novik. Honestly, the reason why I picked her to be on my list is because I so enjoyed Uprooted and Spinning Silver, and I want to know if she's gonna write more of these sort of fairy tale retellings that aren't really fairy tale retellings. The way she writes, I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's like an adult fairy tale. Definitely not for children. There are some like things in there such as like war and, you know, war. But for me as an adult, I very much enjoyed these books, and I would love to read more fairy tales written in this format. They were so good. The next author that I picked for my group is Holly Black. All the books that I know of her writing, she has always written about fae and fairies, just something that I love reading about. I'm so glad to have her in my group to let's see if she's got anything else that's gonna be coming out soon. Any ideas that are kind of percolating up in there. We were in quarantine together. I think it would be a great time to like pump her for information. You can't keep secrets in quarantine. You guys are packed in there like sardines. Things are gonna slip out. She probably wouldn't, because, you know, she gotta be very about it, but I hope that she would trust me and tell me. And the last author that I would pick to be in quarantine with is, of course, Sarah J Maas. She was featured in my other video too. She is my favorite author of all time. Every single book that she has written, I have loved. This is Heir of Fire. It is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. I have not finished Throne of Glass, pretty much because A, it's intimidating, and B, I never want it to end. I'm about halfway through Queen of Shadows right now, super enjoying it, literally put it down because I was like, all right, gotta take a break. It's gonna end too soon. I needed to prolong it. I think I gotta get back into it because although now I don't remember anything that happened in it. That's not good. But anyways, again, Sarah is my favorite author. I would love to pick her brain. I would love to know about upcoming projects. I would love to just hang out with her. She seems so cool. I follow her on Instagram as well. Her family's adorable. Sarah is the 7th and the last that I would add in my group. So those are the authors that I chose to be stuck in quarantine with. Go ahead and comment down below what your top 7 would be. I would love to hear. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of this 7 on Sunday thing that's going on. And again, a huge thank you to Grace for starting this project. I think that a lot of us have been having a blast with it. I know I have been. And again, I want to reiterate to everyone, please stay safe in this hard time. I know that it's really crazy out there right now, but just stay home if you can. And I wish all of you the best and hope you all are safe and sound. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!